Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the top 10 best small forwards in power forwards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM right now. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Again, keep in mind, these are not attainable lists. The honest truth is the vast majority of the cards on all of these regular top 10s are not attainable. It's the unfortunate truth of NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. But with that being said, we did do our best to put together the best list we possibly could. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. And let's start off with the number 10 spot, which is 100 overall Kristaps Porzingis. Definitely a card that I like. Not a card that I absolutely love at this point. He's 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan, and a guy with that level of size with all 99 stats and pretty much every Hall of Fame badge is going to be very, very good. His jumper is solid, but he does pretty much nothing off the dribble. I don't love basic fade at this point in the year. It's not horrific, but I don't fade with KP, to be totally honest. It's not something I ever do with him. And the honest truth is he doesn't do anything off the dribble at all, and he doesn't quite, at least to me, feel like he has 99 speed. I don't know why that is. And also his jumper is just not that spectacular at this point in the year. I mean, he's a good card, but he's at a loaded position with a lot of other great cards. Being number 10 on this list isn't a bad thing, but he's not my favorite. Number 9 is going to be Tim Duncan, the shortest player on this list. He's 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan. Yes, he's a little undersized compared to the best of the best at the power forward position at this point, but he does have 99 stats across the board. He does have elite stats and badges, of course. And then, honestly, his animations are awesome, too. Garland dribble style, Kemba escape, Trey behind the back, Pro 2 fade. With KPJ base, Tim Duncan up around very quick. He was one of the very best cards in the game when he first came out, and is still a very, very good card. One of the better options in the game at the power forward position for sure. Moving on to the number 8 spot is another 100 overall who's been out for a while in Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know why 2KDB is being so slow today, but Shaq he's very good. He's 7'1", 7'7" wingspan, 99 stats across the board, has that elite level size, and the jumper's good too. Bosch base, Wagner up on very quick. It's smooth, it's easy. It's pretty consistent, but I will say Wagner upper does get some load ups and stuff. When he gets tired, it can be kind of annoying. I don't really know why that is, but it just does seem to be the case. Garland dribble style is nice. The rest of his sigs aren't great. He really doesn't do much off the dribble besides having that Garland dribble style, but the jumper's nice. The size is elite. The stats and badges are phenomenal. He is still a very good card, and I do have him as a top 8 guy. Number 7, Wilt Chamberlain. This card is, again, also really, really good. Very similar to Shaq. A big, versatile, athletic, great defender, great animations, great wingspan. 8-foot wingspan right there is huge on Wilt. The jumper is super nice, and he's got, rush dribble style, Kemba escape, Pro 2 fade. At least he's got a little bit to move with. More than Shaq, I would say, overall. Slightly better movement-wise than Shaq is my main thing, probably, for Wilt. That puts him just slightly above Shaq, and I think he's great. I like his jumper. I find it pretty consistent. He's a very, very good card still, still a very high level option at the power forward position. That being said, this is a shift from some of my other rankings, but I have Dikembe Mutombo ahead of both Wilt and Shaq. I just think he's bigger than them. Number 1, 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan. I think he does look bigger, player build wise. But also, his jumper, in my opinion, is just better than both of their shots. And here's the thing. I don't use Wilt or Shaq as shot creators. Those guys don't put the ball on the floor for me and score the ball when I use them. Neither does Dikembe. That doesn't matter to me. For what I need a power forward to do, which is be an absolutely elite level catch and shoot shooter and an extremely elite finisher at the rim and defender. That's pretty much all I need. Dikembe gives me all 3 of those things at an extremely high level. He's an elite finisher, no worse than Shaq and Wilt. He's an incredible defender, no worse than Shaq and Wilt, and I like his jumper better than Shaq and Wilt's. Not to mention he's 7'2" and they're 7'1". That's enough reason for me, in all honesty, to have him above them at this point in the game. I love that Dikembe card. He is so good. Now, the other Shaq, Invincible, is above Dikembe still, mainly because of dribble sigs. Look, I get a lot of power forwards. Like I said, I don't need my power forwards to score. If they can, that is a huge plus. And this Invincible Shaq obviously can. Francis size of Garland dribble style, Kemba escape, Trey behind the back and Pro 2 fade at 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan at 325 pounds. Shaq's player build is insane. That being said, his upper, that Dirk upper, isn't the very best. It is a smooth, easy, good jump shot. I like it a lot. I find Dirk's upper super consistent. That being said, I do think it is worth noting it is on the slower end when it comes to elite level jumpers at this point in the year. And that is probably the number 1 reason that he's only number 5 but he's a very good card, and I don't want that to be mistaken at all. Definitely deserves to be top 5. Number 4 is going to be Invincible KP. I do have Invincible KP over Shaq, despite the fact that I have 100 overall Shaq over KP, and the reason for that is KP, despite not having quite as good SIGs, he doesn't have the behind the back, he doesn't have the size up, his jumper is better than Shaq's is, in my opinion, 100%. And I think this shot, Andre Drummond base, math and upper on very quick, is really nice. He's got Pro 2, he's still got Garland, he's still got Kemba, he's an inch taller than Shaq. And they're obviously basically the same stat and badge wise, both having 12 base legend badges every half and all 99 stats across the board. I just prefer KP's jumper to Shaq on this card. That's the main thing. If you wanted to flip those two, I wouldn't be mad at you. Shaq does have the better animations. I don't think that would be a ridiculous thing to do at all. That being said, to me personally, I think KP at the number 4 spot is where I want to have him as of right now. Moving on to the number 3 spot, David Robinson, the brand new GOAT card from this past weekend. Awesome card. Jumper's a little odd. It's that Patty Mills Oscar up on very quick, super fast, but a bit inconsistent. He does have Pro 2, Garland, Francis Curry, Trey, and he's got every stat on 99 and every single badge on Legend. I mean, he's one of the best cards in the game, right? The only reason he's only number 3 is because, number 1, there's a couple of insane cards above him. But also, that jumper can be a bit inconsistent. And I think that is a real valid criticism for the card. And it's a little annoying, to be totally honest. Something I haven't loved about his cards all year. His jumper's just a little bit on the more inconsistent side. And it's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. That's the way the jumper is on Chris Webber, on Vince Carter. For whatever reason, it's just not the most consistent. It's not bad, super fast, but it is a little inconsistent. That being said, I don't think he would have been number 2 or number 1 anyway. Kareem is just a better D-Rob. He's a bigger player build version of the same card, basically. All legend badges, perfect stats, same exact SIGs, basically. Pro 2 fade, another elite jumper. I find his jumper more consistent than D-Rob's, and I also just think he's bigger, and that's the other differentiating factor. Spectacular card nonetheless. The two of them are basically back-to-back, and I think that's totally reasonable, but there's also no doubt in my mind that Kareem is the better overall card, which is why he gets that number 2 spot, and D-Rob gets the number 3. That being said, the number 1 card on this list is Invincible Victor Wembanyama. Let's be honest here, 7'4" with all 99 stats, 7'8" wingspan, bunch of legend badges, and also a jumper that is very hard to contest, especially at his height, Pro 2 fade, and perfect SIGs. He is, y'all know Wemby, he's got one of the glitchiest, most insane player builds in the game. He's absolutely ridiculous card, and I just think realistically, he's one of the best cards probably in MyTEAM history, to be honest. He's an incredible card who has no real equal at the power forward position. As great as Kareem is, Wemby's just a couple inches taller and going to be tougher to contest and going to be more glitchy on the inside and move faster because they're glitchy. I mean, just realistically, he is the best. I don't think there's any debating it at all. So that is my opinion. With that being said, that is the list. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are in the comment section down below. If there's anything you changed, feel free to let me know. Anybody you'd have higher or lower, all that type of stuff. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and again, subscribe. I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.